Hello everyone, and welcome. Yes, it's that time of the year again where the floodgates open and various leakers, insiders, or people in the know come out and mention Zelda remakes and other games coming out on the Switch to be announced during the upcoming Nintendo Direct. If you're a fan of videos like this, please subscribe and give this video a like. Before we begin, I have a quick question for you. Comment below and let me know what you believe would be the biggest surprise announcement Nintendo could make during their next Nintendo Direct. Today, we have some updates on the September Nintendo Direct rumors, as well as Zelda Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, Metroid Prime HD, and more apparently ready to be announced within the next 2 weeks. Yes, I know. We have all heard this a million times over the past few years. I would say I agree with most of you in that most of the people claiming to know insider information are just making it up. However, what makes this a bit different is the source of the information. It's someone with a strong and proven track record, Jeff Grubb. I previously made a video where I researched almost every leak from Jeff Grubb to see how accurate he was. So was he wrong 99% of the time? With a few good guesses here and there? Was he half correct and half wrong? Or was he correct every time? What if I told you he was almost always correct? And with the very few he was wrong about, it was something as minor as simply being a single day off on the release date or announcement date of a new game. You can check out this video here for all of that information and his proven track record, if you have any doubts on these rumors or leaks. So what did he have to say exactly? This comes from Game Revolution. On the latest episode of The Last of the Nintendogs, GamesBeat editor Mike and Giant Bomb reporter Jeff pontificate on what might be shown at the next Nintendo Direct. First and foremost, Grubb is 100% certain that there will be a Nintendo Direct in September, though he's unsure whether it will be a mini Direct or a full-fledged general Direct. Around the 17 minutes and 10-second mark, he says that the presentation will likely release on the week of September 12th, according to a good source. Perhaps on the 13th or the 14th, due to the differing time zones. He's heard rumors that it could arrive the week before that, but he thinks it's more likely to happen the week after Labor Day. As for a list of possible games that could be shown, both Mike and Jeff are most confident in Nintendo revealing remastered HD Zelda ports of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Even if Jeff hadn't heard about these two ports on various boards, he says he would be speculating that they would be happening right now, while we wait for the run-up to Breath of the Wild 2. They also project with lesser confidence that it will show off Metroid Prime Remastered, the actual name of Breath of the Wild 2, the existence of a new Fire Emblem game, the Kid Icarus Uprising HD Remaster, and a release date for Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Boot Camp. Now, with that out of the way, do I believe Nintendo has plans for Zelda Twilight Princess HD or Wind Waker HD for Switch? Yes, 100%. And I've stated in previous videos, like the one you can watch here, where I go more in depth on the topic, some people have been wondering, if Nintendo is so hard at work on Breath of the Wild 2, how could they have time to work on these HD remasters or ports of Zelda Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD with their Zelda team? And the truth is, porting games from the 3DS, and especially the Wii U, to the Switch is incredibly easy, as Nintendo themselves stated in this GDC conference, as well as multiple interviews from 𝗏𝗏𝗄, which is a company that Nintendo hires specifically to make remakes or remasters, and is behind almost all of the 3DS Zelda games, including Link's Awakening for the Switch. Without going into specifics, Nintendo said they only had to do the bare minimum to have Breath of the Wild running on the Switch instead of the Wii U, and without any optimization, it was performing just as well if not better than the Wii U version. Again, that is without optimization. For a normal port, a small team can finish it within 2 or 3 months. And this comes directly from developers I have interviewed, as well as other statements and interviews done with 𝗏𝗏𝗄 and other companies that are well known as port houses. Nintendo themselves have 4 or 5 different Zelda teams. Their main team, with help from the new official Zelda team at Monolith Soft, are hard at work on Breath of the Wild 2. However, they still have Tantalus, 𝗏𝗏, their 2D Zelda team, and depending on what Monolith Soft or even the Hyrule Warriors team are doing, maybe even them, all working on various Zelda games. Remakes, remasters, ports. Most likely though, it would be 𝗏𝗏, Tantalus, or one of Nintendo's own in-house dev teams that would be behind these ports. I honestly think Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD would have been quickly ported to Switch long ago, when all of the other Wii U and 3DS to Switch ports were being worked on, and Nintendo simply held these games back to release at a later date, as they have stated they have done with other games several times before. So even though the game is finished, holding it back for the perfect date to announce or release it. There is even already an official version of Twilight Princess running on what is essentially Nintendo Switch hardware, as you can see in this video. Another question we have been asked a lot, is it too late in the year to announce these games? Or is there still a chance they could release this year? If these two games are announced during the September Direct, they could still release this year. Yes, Nintendo has announced remakes during a Direct or a Shadow announcement just a few months before the actual release date in the past, a few times even on the day of the release. So it could happen here as well. Apparently, people from Nintendo have also stated that they would like to have at least one new Zelda game released every year. Miyamoto, Aonuma, Fujibayashi, and others have all mentioned how they would like to cut down the development cycle for Zelda games to release them sooner, which is probably why they have so many different teams, all working on multiple Zelda games at the exact same time. Whether we get both Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD is up for debate though. I could see one releasing before this holiday, and the second releasing later, possibly January 2023, just a few months before Breath of the Wild 2 is expected. I would also expect to see some sort of special release along with it. Joy-Cons, themed Switch consoles, amiibo, or something else, especially if it has a limited, special, or collector's edition, which I think would be very likely, as Nintendo absolutely knows how great the demand from fans is for these games. So what do you think about all of this? Comment below and let us know your thoughts, as well as which games you would like to see announced or have more details on during the September Nintendo Direct. Hello everyone, I just want to say thank you for watching the video all the way through. Some of you have been asking, and yes, we still have shirts and other merch available at teespring.com. You can find a link in the description below. If you purchase one and send us a picture wearing it, we will give you a shout out and include your picture during one of our upcoming videos. Hello everyone, I just wanted to say thank you to our amazing Patreon supporters, starting off with our royal family, Shadow to Us. On our champion tier, Justin Clark, Monica Spath, SOBERX. In the Sheikah tier, Andramoy, Joseph, Natsu, Wrecker1, Rusty Caulfield, Tremel, and in the Kokiri tier, Chad Costin, David Guthman, Candy, Disappointment, Gus Calvo, Zane, Lean, Lovable Christie, Mr. Monocled Metroid, and whoever this is only donated to hear Jesse speak my name. Thank you all so much. If any of you would like your name to be featured at the end of any of our videos, or to get a shout out at the beginning of our Zelda podcast, the Hylian Gamescast, and to have any of your topics or questions answered or turned into a full video to be featured here on our channel, along with many other things, please join our Patreon and help support the channel. Thank you all so much. Happy Halloween.